Hey everyone, welcome to today's session on winning the wallets of student diners, how to attract and retain the purchasing power of students this September. My name is Kyle Guilfoyle. Let's get right into it. So what we're going to cover today is why bother attracting students in the first place, the 3 fundamentals of restaurant marketing success, because advanced people never don't do the basics. So we always want to be revisiting those fundamentals, the strategy we're deploying this year for our restaurant partners, how to target your ads so they reach students, the anatomy of a compelling ad so that when you reach them, they actually want to take action and they're excited, where to send that traffic so that you get butts and seats, and the technology that makes gamification, which is a key part that we're going to discuss today, easy, how to make gamification easy. All right, let's get into it. So who am I and why should you listen to me? I am a guy who has been in this industry for 20 years. I have a unique 360-degree view because I work with dozens of different concepts across Canada. We consistently drive positive ROI for bars and restaurants using modern digital marketing, which is exactly the strategy we're going to be talking about today. And I'm the founder and CEO of Nimble Bar Company and Guest Getter. So we work exclusively with top Canadian restaurant owners. And at the end of the day, driving revenue for restaurants is all I do. There's a bit about me. We've worked with literally dozens of bar and restaurant owners across Canada. Here are some shots of those owners. And so this is what we do. Our mission is to double the sales of 1,000 Canadian restaurants. And so now let's get right into why attract student diners. Here are a few compelling reasons, okay? The population size and impact. The student bodies that come to many cities is like a new small city in your city. There are over 22 million college and university students enrolled in 2022. These folks spend a lot. College students and families were projected to spend $71 billion on back-to-school shopping in 2021, including dining expenses. They eat out more than most people because they're busy and they're social, which is very good for your restaurant. They often dine in packs. They want to hang out with their friends and have experiences. Students live on their phones. 88% of Gen Z students use social media to decide where to eat. Hint, we must meet them there on their mobile devices. They like convenience. Students prioritize convenience due to busy variable schedules, and restaurants tend to be very convenient for them. We all know how important brand loyalty and lifetime value of our guests is, and so establishing a connection with students early on in their student career can lead to not only long-term brand loyalty, but lucrative lifetime value. We don't want to be transactional in our restaurants. We want to be relationship driven. We want to think long-term, and that's what lifetime value is all about. Also, seasonal influence. September's back-to-school period marks a time when students are exploring new dining options. Now, let's go into the 3 fundamentals of restaurant marketing success. This from the Guest Getter framework. This is what we live and die by. So it's built on 3 pillars. And these pillars are the outcomes that our marketing ought to achieve. So the first one is we need our marketing to get attention and awareness. It's really hard for anyone to do business with us if they don't know that we exist. Okay, and so we have key activities around generating attention and awareness. We also need to turn that attention and awareness into attraction so that people actually come through our doors and we got to get those butts and seats. We have key activities around how to do that. And then because the goal is never to get a guest one time, it is to get a guest again and again. We have to retain those butts and seats so that they become repeat visits. And ultimately, when all of these key activities are working in harmony with one another, we achieve what we call accelerated word of mouth. Okay, a lot of bars and restaurants, they live and die by word of mouth, and they don't understand that we can actually accelerate that word of mouth. We can influence it more than just relying on hope and pray. Now let's do this. Let's get right into it. My intention for you at the end of this very short presentation is that you have a strategy that you can take action on right away. So question, what's the hardest part about attracting student diners in 2023? The problem as I see it is there is a flood of purchasing power that comes into your local economy. And we either relegate students to some sort of lower tier class of society. And we think, oh, we don't want them. We don't want students. Or we understand that there is a tremendous opportunity in attracting students, but we don't know how to reach them. And so today we're going to solve that. So the strategy we're deploying this year is student lotteries. This is where we come up with a few epic prizes. For example, it could be a television set. It could be a trip somewhere that's offset, maybe by some of your suppliers. It could be a MacBook Pro, an iPad. The point is to have these prizes be super enticing. And in addition to a grand prize that's like super alluring, we're also going to have prizes such as buy one, get one pizzas or complimentary appetizers, complimentary desserts, swag from our restaurant, items that are very low cost to the business, but have high perceived value. And when we bring all of this together in one campaign and one lottery, it creates a lot of buzz and excitement that people want to participate in and give up their information for. All right, so that's the strategy. Student lottery with some kick-ass prizes. It could be a digital spin to win or a digital scratch card. There are a number of different delivery mechanisms that you can use for this lottery that make it super fun. They're gonna either say scratch or they're gonna spin. They're gonna get a prize. And then in order to claim that prize, they need to give us their name and email address. And you could add also phone number, birthday, whatever else you want to get. And then the second step of claiming that prize is they actually have to come and dine with us. Okay, so it's a two-step process to get your prize. You have to opt in and give us permission to contact you, and you then actually have to dine with us. And this is achieving a key outcome for the business, which is building up our database of student diners. And with that database, we can then be in touch with them on a consistent basis via email marketing, potentially SMS, and also retargeting audiences. All right, now let's talk about how we're going to reach them using digital ad platforms. Today, we're going to be using Meta's ad platform. And if you've run ads on any digital ad platform, this might be obvious to you, but I am always surprised by how many people don't understand just how granular you can get with targeting on these platforms. So you can literally drop a pin anywhere on a map and you could target a 1 kilometer radius around that pin. It's extremely powerful. And what we're looking at here is we're in London, Ontario, Canada here. There are two big schools here. There's University of Western Ontario and there's Fanshawe College. And what we're seeing on the screen here is a map where we are targeting a 2 kilometer radius around Western University. And it's 2 kilometers because it's a bigger campus. And we're targeting a 1 kilometer radius around Fanshawe College. And what I'd actually do is I'd create two different ad sets, one targeting Western University and the other targeting Fanshawe College. And the reason for that is because we're going to call out each of those students individually. Now let's talk about how to get their attention. This is the anatomy of a compelling ad. All right, so the first thing is we want to have a highly specific call out. So here you'll see we're saying, hey, UWO student. And then for the Fanshawe College ad set, we'll say, hey, Fanshawe student. The more specific we are here, the better able we are to stop people in their tracks. The next thing is we want to hook them with something that's benefit driven. Want to kick this year off in style? And you could come up with a whole bunch of different hooks. Could be want a new TV for your dorm room, want a new TV for your new residence, whatever. The point is we want to hook them in. So we call them out, we hook them in, and then we give them a reason why. Humans are hardwired to want to know why things are happening, why this offer is being made. And so we're very transparent in this ad. And we say, we've put together over $10,000 in epic prizes we think you'll love. Why? Because we want to be part of your university journey or your college journey. So let's start with a win. Then we want a strong benefit-driven call to action. So we say, click get access now to scratch and win to see what your prize is, 95% win rate. So the 95% win rate suggests that, damn, I have a really good chance of winning something here. And then the creative, the image is what we call pattern interrupting creative. So just something that really jumps out at them. You'll want to test this because you'll want to test all of these variables actually, because ultimately we don't know what's going to work and what's not. And that's part of the reason why paid advertising is so effective, because we can test all of this stuff like a laboratory. And then the last piece of the anatomy of a compelling ad is number 6 is a strong benefit call to action number 2. Okay. And so this is our headline, which says scratch and win over $10,000 in prizes. So very benefit driven, very clear. Next, where are we going to send them so that they opt in? This is the piece where we build our database. Very key. And so you'll see here's a video of us doing like a little digital scratch and win. And then once they've actually scratched and they won, in this case, I think they won a free dessert. And then it says, you've won. To claim your prize, enter info below and join us for dinner, drinks, or a snack by November 30th, 2023. So the deadline there gives a little subtle bit of urgency. And we can also follow up with them using a reminder and deadline sequence with emails so that we drive up that redemption rate. And then the fields are just first name, last name, and email. You could even keep this as frictionless as possible and just have an email. And then they click get my prize. And then there's a redemption process after that the tech can solve for you. But the important thing here is to understand the strategy, why you'd implement a strategy like this, how to reach these people, how to put together an ad that actually compels them to take the action that you want them to. And then finally, what tech do you need to make this easy? And so we use a tool called Coupon Tools, and you can get this at guestgetter.co/coupon. Full disclosure, that's an affiliate link, but I don't care if you use it because we earn revenue through strategy and expertise, accelerating your results and actually implementing it, because most of you don't have the time to do this, or at least to do it at the level that you want it to be done at. But if you do want to do it, head to Coupon Tools. You go to guestgetter.co/coupon. It is a software that costs money, but there is a free trial there. But it's a software that makes it really easy to build gamified campaigns. And that's what we're using here. We're using the power of gamification to entice the student population and bring them in through our doors. What we've covered in this very short presentation is why attracting student diners is important, where to target them using Meta's digital ad platform. And by the way, you can use other ad platforms very similarly, whether it's Google or even TikTok, how to craft ad copy that will get their attention, what to give them so that they're excited and visit your restaurant, and finally, how to build gamified campaigns. Trust me, Coupon Tools is very simple to use. We could go into more detail around it, but the important thing here in this presentation is to give you exactly what you need and nothing more, so you take the action. And so the action here is to either put together your student lottery and go build it, or you can book a revenue acceleration session with myself. My name is Kyle. Again, we're on a mission to double the sales, 1,000 Canadian restaurants. You can either text me or call me at 778-400-4915, or head to guestgetter.co/schedule to book a time that works for you. On that call, there's no high pressure sales or anything. It's actually a 3-step process where we one, look at your current marketing activity. 2, we create a detailed roadmap to get you from where you are now to where you want to go in 1 to 2 years. And then 3, we help you game plan how to implement that with or without our help. It's a totally complimentary session. Head to guestgetter.co/schedule. And that is it for today's presentation. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you guys soon. I'll catch you guys soon. Cheers.